I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live, and become a part of the global changes that are going on at the moment to create a new earth. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs, and it's for Sunday, the 1st of June. Pinch and a punch for the first day of the month. This year is flying by, don't you think? Okay, what have we got in the cards today? Let's have a look. Starting out with rare knowledge. So there's something that you know other people don't know. Something could be coming up within your consciousness that is surprising to you. It could be something that you're learning that you're blown away by, didn't know before. It could be something that human beings didn't know before as well. We've got a massive rise of new knowledge coming in at the moment, not just esoteric, alien, and earth things either, and solar, all kinds of things, planetary stuff coming in. Not just that, I mean, there's other stuff too. There's stuff in science as well that, you know, us having oversimplified the body, for example, and we're finding out new things about the body that we didn't know before. So very interesting times for those of us that love to learn. We've got a vision here as well, and so this could be matching up with a vision that you've had as well. So you could have had a dream or a vision about something, or something that came to you in your intuition, and then knowledge could be coming through from other people about something similar. Self-care. Very important to take care of ourselves at the moment. My guides have been saying to slow down and to take care of ourselves to the utmost. We've got big energies. We're being blasted by the sun at the moment and planetary stuff, you know. Massive amount of plasma being fired at us at the moment, and don't get me wrong, it's a good thing, but we've got to get used to these new energies, right? And it's quite wearing. It can make you really tired, and so self-care is really important at the moment, and not just the pampering things, you know, actually noticing what is taking our energy down and helping ourselves in that. For example, I'm making a concerted effort at the moment to look at my phone much less, to just not be on my phone so much, because I do find it very draining. And so I try and get outside and do real things and be out in nature more, and spending my time in that way. What is it for you? Let me know in the comments below. Well, let's get some tarot out and find out more about these energies. As usual, I'll be getting general tarot out first, and then we'll be getting into the masculine and feminine energies, because a big part of these earth changes that are coming up is the end of the patriarchy and then the start of a new equal masculine and feminine paradigm. So let's have a look. We're starting off with the Five of Swords. So there's something there's an internal battle going on here. Now, if this has something to do with rare knowledge, this could be something that you'd had a vision about. You could have even been talking about it, trying to teach people about it for a long time, and people were just like, nah, that's not true, or people not listening to you. It could be something like that as well. I know I've been ahead of my time for many, many, many years, and it's kind of annoying being a leader in that way. Because we don't get the attention, and then people come along 30 years later saying the same things we were saying 30 years before, and then they're all like, yay, here, have loads of money. It's like, huh? Okay. Well, the Hierophant, we have spiritual lessons here, an ascension process, and we have the King of Swords. This is a book smart kind of a person. It feels like someone might be stealing your thunder here, and you might have been. Have you ever had that, you know, especially in the healing arts, I find, is that you could be helping people with, you know, something for such a long time on a really in-depth level, and then someone comes along with a really simplistic, just one little part of that, and then, you know, they seem to make it really big. I know human beings, we like the quick fix, the silver bullet, the shortcut, that one thing. We want it to be simple, even though life isn't simple. So I guess it's just because they managed to pander to a lot of people. Anyway, Five of Swords, what are you doing here? What is this? There's something irritating us. The Five of Materials, it's like we can't find the key. Feeling left out, can't find the key. Eight of Voices, I feel like I'm in a trap. Yeah, it's connected with this rare knowledge. So there's something that you've been doing and perhaps you're not being recognized for it. And I don't know, there's this feeling, I think it's got something to do with this King of Swords here. Let's have a look. So you could feel like you're trapped. You've been trying to find that way to bring forth your thing and to many people, perhaps to help many people or to teach many people or to share that rare knowledge in whatever way. And could be confusing. I mean, this might have something to do with shifting from that masculine paradigm. It could. You know, I think when we shift from the masculine, that patriarchal paradigm, it's going to be less about the money. It's going to be less about that material kind of success. And so I think then the richness, the nuance and the richness and the more complicated stuff is going to be recognized as it should be. We have the transformation here as well. So there's transformation behind that. So yeah, it feels like, I know I'm talking to leaders. I know I am. Leaders in consciousness though. And we've gone through a transformation and we hold an energy, and the guys have been telling me this for years, you know, to pass this on to you all, is that we have to hold that energy for a long time and be consistent with it and let the world catch up. And it feels like the transformation is happening in the world here. If you think about it, it's a very low consciousness, isn't it, to look for the shortcuts, the easy, you know, the quick pill, the silver bullet. It's a very low consciousness that we know that it's not true. You know, the real truth is very complicated. We are complicated beings in a very complicated place. It's not black and white. There's so much nuance in every single thing that we can look into, study. The more we know it, the more we know we don't know, right? The complexity of it all. And so, yeah, beware of those that seemingly have very simple answers, because it's just not true, but it is enticing. We want it to be like that, right? Just that one thing that unlocks everything, you know? We want it to be like that, don't we? But it's not. Hierophant, because we've got this. The Hierophant is the path to ascension through a lot of spiritual lessons. And the 8 of emotions is letting go of emotions around it. So it could be this inner battle that you just need to make peace with it. It's like, well, it is what it is at the moment. I'm holding this energy. People are catching up or not. Sacred space. So it is. It's holding your space. It's like recognizing yourself and know you are loved and you are respected and you are appreciated for the energy that you're holding as well. So King of Swords, what are you doing? You're coming up with these oversimplified silver bullets from the past. Page of Emotions. Okay, so this King of Swords, it is a very rational kind of a person. They seem very clear, book smarts. 6 of Emotions from the past, the Page of Emotions. Very, this energy, you could have thought that they were awesome, the bee's knees, like they have the truth, they are a guru kind of a figure as well, but in a knowledgeable kind of way with the King of Swords there. The 4 of Materials, and then you pulled your energy back from them, Knight of Inspiration, as they got into their passion more and they were making moves with that. And so this could be someone who you respected and who you were following, who had a lot of book smarts, but as they got more passionate and started like doing a lot of things with this Knight of Inspiration, you pulled your energy back from them. So there's something about them that made you feel like, in this one, they're not on the same path as me anymore. I don't know why this person's coming up. Could have something to do with this rare knowledge here. What's behind this, please? Is ascension. Interesting. So here we go. I think what the message is here, if you're resonating with this one, is even if someone has found a simplistic kind of a message and they're putting it out there, the real path, we know this, you know this, the real path, the real important path is our soul maturity. It's our learning. It's our spiritual learning, right? It's not just being able to make a success of yourself on this planet and make a load of money. So it might seem like some people are getting rewarded materially, and they are, because that's what they're about. And so this message is saying, look, take care of yourself, self-care. The Hierophant, keep on that spiritual path, because that's what really matters. And stop buying into what's going on for others. You know, I and you have had past lives where we were more in that King of Swords energy, where we thought we knew it all and we were doing really well. And it's really good that they do really well too, because that is a part of the spiritual path. It is. It's a part of the spiritual path to be rewarded and to look into that knowledge and all of that. And even if it's simplistic, they're feeling better about themselves. They are living the life that they're supposed to live. It's part of their spiritual path. But where you and I are at is different than this. And we need to acknowledge that, and acknowledge that it might not necessarily be rewarded materially in the same way at the moment, because we're waiting for this transformation to happen. So what about masculine and feminine energies then? Tell us more about this whole patriarchy out the window kind of thing, please. Four of Cups. That says it all, doesn't it? Waiting for something much better. And this is us holding that energy, you know, us holding that energy, and I don't like what's around me at the moment, or it's not necessarily not liking it, it's like there's nothing for me. There's nothing for me here. I'm waiting for something much better to come in. Then we've got the Eight of Swords. I feel trapped. I don't know what's going on. I don't seem to be able to make things work. I mean, we've had a lot of that message going on at the moment, saying, yeah, when we're in transition, as the earth is at the moment, we're trying to play by the old rules and we're trying to hold the new energy. And yeah, it's very difficult when we're in transitions to make things manifest. Ace of Swords, though, you might have an aha today that leads you forward, specifically around masculine and feminine energies. Four of Cups. So here we are, not so happy about what we've got in front of us, the possibilities, and we're waiting for like a bright shiny offer to come in. We've got the Queen of Emotions. We need to be open to that, and so be open. Don't be just closed down and expecting that it's all going to be stuff that you don't like. I got an ant running around on the screen doing laps. Just knocked him off. Okay, so we've got the Sun. Focus on what makes you happy. The Muse of Materials. Mastering your material world. And I've got the Four of Emotions, which is kind of like well, it's the same card again, but in this deck it reminds me more of the energy of like regrets, and it's that feeling of like left out, you know. So be focusing on what makes you happy, feeling left out of the mastery of your material world. Just focus on what makes you happy instead. So if you're finding out how to master your material world at the moment, this is saying be open, Queen of Emotions, and just focus on your happiness. If the material stuff isn't working for you at the moment, just focus on what makes you happy. Make yourself happy instead. That's going with the flow, you know. If the material stuff isn't happening, if money isn't flowing at the moment, the worst thing you can do is start focusing on it from that place of lack. You know, it's the worst thing you can do. Make yourself happy with something else instead. Duality is here, yeah. So, you know, it's living on earth. It's the duality of living on earth. It's interesting, isn't it? You know, the dark side and the light side of ourselves, and there's always going to be this mixed experience. And we learn to go with the flow, and that means stopping trying to work on the things that seem to be broken, whether that's us. You know what I mean? We tend to focus on the part of our lives that isn't working and try and get that to work. That is going against the flow. That's swimming against the tide. So Eight of Swords, you might feel trapped here. And that is banging your head against the wall, the Eight of Swords, you know, focused on the wrong thing. Focus on the thing that isn't working. Why not focus on the things that are working? See, we're taught to do this, aren't we? We're taught to do this at school, to focus on the areas of our schooling that we're not good at, and focus on that to bring ourselves up to some kind of, I don't know, same as everyone else, instead of focusing on the things that we're really good at and becoming specialized in it like that. And in the same kind of way, you know, if our love life isn't great, we'll focus on it. If our money's not great, we'll focus on that instead of just the things that are going great in our lives. Go, oh, well, I'll go with this instead. I'll focus on this. Justice, karma. I feel like this reading is saying is asking us to make peace with what's going on at the moment, even though you might feel very unpeaceful about it. It's unsettled times at the moment. We've got a lot of change going on in the energies, and you might be looking back to the past and thinking how easy these things were. I used to be able to focus on this and then make it happen and manifest things, and now I can't do that in these shifting times. Your karma's coming. Psychic development. Tune in, because it feels like with these 8 of Swords and these 5 of Swords and this 4 of Cups energy all over the place, it feels like we might be feeling today that we're not enough, we're not okay, we are trapped and we need to do something about it, and there's something wrong, you know? And if we tune in, our guides will say there's nothing wrong. You'll see, everything will work out. Ace of Swords, you might be inspired by an aha to that leads you forward on something new. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? I'm throwing the cards everywhere. Let's try that again. So, Ace of Swords. Inspiration comes from an aha, which leads you on a new path. The aha is usually about ourselves when the Ace of Swords comes out. 6 of Voices. Universe is trying to help you to get from A to B, from where you are at the moment to a better place where you've been hoping for. So yeah, I think if you go within, meditate today and focus on that I am enough right here, right now, already. There's unlimited possibilities that come from that. So the universe is trying to get you from here, and it feels like its acceptance will get you there. You know, I just had a vision there. If you were immobile, say you were a leaf, and you were a leaf by the side of a river, and you wanted to get down the river to the ocean. So you're this little leaf, you're falling off your tree, and you're like, I really want to go see the ocean. But here's the thing, the river, it's too low. It's too low to pick you up and to carry you to the ocean. And so rather than just waiting and knowing the time will come when the river rises after it's rained and I'll get there, and just being at peace and just enjoying it and just like leafing around and, you know, enjoying the day and looking about at the dragonflies and the birds and all of that, just enjoying yourself until the rain comes that will pick you up and take you to the ocean. You know, we can either wait for these changes to come, for that flow to start, or we can fight against it. And fighting against it just ruins our life, really. Makes it so that we can't enjoy it where we're at right now. A little leaf. Okay, what have we got here? We've got gavel, involvement with a law. We've got a ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Something to do with this King of Swords. I don't know, it doesn't feel like great energy. It feels like someone you've pulled back from here. Anyway, with the Ascension card, yeah, they could have raised their vibe. So they could have been learning a lot from that, because we've had that past energy there. Someone that perhaps you were learning from that you pulled away from. Anyway, so there could be a collaboration going on there. We've got a cup. You should accept valid criticism. So someone might be telling you a way that you could get better at what you're doing. I don't know. Pin, new job, career. Interesting. A throne, a position of authority. And a wishbone, a wish is granted. You might not see it yet, but the wish is granted. Well, how best to deal with these energies today? The world. End of a chapter, start of a new chapter. You know, the whole worth is... The whole earth, world, earth, worth. It's changing right now, and go with the flow of those changes. You can't individually make it happen or speed it up. We just have to trust that it is happening, and we're not in the lead of this. You know, the guys have said this over and over again. The earth and the planets, the sun are in charge of this. They're the conductors of it. We are just a part of it, going along with the flow. And so take that off your shoulders. You don't have to manifest it and instigate it. Just go with the flow of it and enjoy it along the way. There you go. That's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave me a comment as well. Is this ringing true for you? Is this what you're going through at the moment? Have you been feeling that angst, wanting to get things to work and they're not working at the moment? Let me know in those comments below. And if you'd like more from me, sign up for my free class. There's a link to it right there. And meditate with me there. I'm putting a new guided meditation up every weekend. Have the best day ever, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.